Alright, welcome to Academic Literacy 302, Week 2. I'll assume that you have downloaded everything that you need to download from Manaba already, and we will get started. So the first thing you need to do is to look at the model layout paragraph, the paragraph on how to lose weight. So for academic literacy, this is the way you need to submit your documents. So first of all, you need your student information on the top right of the page, your name, student number, what draft it is or what assignment it is, and the date. Then the next thing you need is your title, and as we saw last week, your title needs to be underlined, bold, or a slightly different font size than the other font sizes, and each teacher has a slightly different way that they want that done, so please check with your teacher. Then the first line of your paragraph and each subsequent paragraph needs to have an indent. And after this, it should be double spaced. Okay. This information up here, your student information, does not need to be double spaced, but the main paragraphs will need to be double spaced. Then the sides of your paragraph need to be straight. Sorry, that's my cat. And when I say straight, that means justified. Okay? And let me just show you how to do that. Do all of those things. So I'll just highlight it. Okay. So first of all, if I want to justify it, I just come up here and click the tab Justify. Then spacing wise is just here. Okay, you can see it's double space. So if I change it, it goes to single space, then back up to double space. These are very simple things. I'm sure you know how to do them, but let's just check as well. Then at the bottom of your paragraph, you'll need the word count. Okay, and the word count for your paragraph is from the first word you write until the last word. It does not include the student information and the title. Okay, so this here can be included in your word count. So if you submit your paragraph or any of your writing looking like this, then layout wise, you should have no problems. And just the other couple of things to mention, Times New Roman. Okay, it needs to be Times New Roman and 12-point font, please. Continuing on with our review, we're going to look at a paragraph and the structure of a paragraph. So as you should already know, the paragraph has 4 parts to it: a topic sentence, supporting sentences, examples and details, and a concluding sentence. So if you have a look at the paragraph below, living in a city or in the countryside, what I'd like you to do, read through this paragraph and please identify the topic sentence, supporting sentences, which sentences give examples and details, and which is the concluding sentence. So if you could just spend some time now and identify those, please. So the answer to the question, your paragraph should look like this. Okay, here is your topic sentence. Generally, the topic sentence is the first sentence of the paragraph. Your supporting sentences here, which are spaced throughout the sentence, and then your examples and details of each supporting sentence, and then your concluding sentence, which again generally is the last sentence of the paragraph. This is just a review, so I won't spend too much time on this at all. Okay, so now after the review, we'll move on to the actual content of this semester. So what we're doing is we're moving from paragraph writing to essay writing. And an essay is really just a series of paragraphs joined together as follows. So the type of essay you'll be doing is a 5-paragraph essay. So as you can see from the document below, you will have an introduction. An introduction is where you get the attention of your reader, you build some background information, and you put the thesis statement in there. Then you have 3 body paragraphs, and then your concluding paragraph as well. So over the course of the next few weeks, we'll be going through each one of these stages individually. So if you've never heard of any of these before, don't worry about it, because we will definitely be going through these. Over the next 2 pages is a model essay, and the essay style is opinion essay. And the opinion essay is the style that you'll be doing in this over the first half of the semester. So this is where you just present your point of view on a subject, and you give your reasons and examples for that. So in the model essay, the title is University Students Should Read More Books. Okay, and as you can see, it's got an introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3, and conclusion plus the word count at the bottom. So what I'd like you to do now is to please read through the full model essay. Now what you've probably noticed here is that you may not agree with some of the ideas that this person has written. And that is completely fine, because it's an opinion essay. Alright, if everybody wrote about the same topic, you'd all come up with different ideas. So that's the whole point of an opinion essay. It's presenting your own ideas. So don't worry if you don't agree with what this person has written. So now we move on to brainstorming some ideas for your essay. And what you can do is just use the space below. There's actually a PDF on Manaba which you need to download at this stage. And use that PDF, actually type in some of your ideas for brainstorming. Just think about any topics that you think you want to write about, you have an opinion about, and that you want to express. So this is what I've come up with, some ideas for the topic. These would be my own ideas, things to write about. For example, Japanese mascots, YouTube, online classes, and smartphones. So I've just come up with a topic, or several different topics, and some other ideas below that topic. So this is all you need to do as well. Just follow the same sort of pattern. Don't just come up with one idea, because what happens sometimes is you start with this idea and then you don't like it. So think of a few different ideas and write them down. And similar way to this, there's no real set way to do this. Do whichever way you want to do. So after I've brainstormed a few different topic ideas, I pick up the main topic that I'm interested in. And in my case, I'm going to look at Japanese mascots. Give an opinion about Japanese mascots. So on the next page of your PDF file, you need to sort of change your topic into an opinion. And I've come up with a few different opinions here. For example, there are too many mascots in Japan. All Japanese cities should have a mascot. Mascots are an important part of Japanese culture, and mascots need to represent the famous elements of a city. So I've come up with both positive and negative opinions. And from these, I'm going to select my favorite one, the one I really feel that I could write an entire essay about. So what you need to do now is do the same sort of thing. Take one of your topics from your brainstorming, bring it onto the next page, and then try to work out some opinion ideas and which one you really think that you could write an entire essay about. Now it's time to work on the basic outline of your opinion essay. So as you can see on the PDF file, what you need to do now is number one, write a sentence that states your opinion about the topic. Okay, so that's there, and down here I have done Japan has too many mascots for its companies and cities. Now that's basically directly from the previous page idea. Okay, so everything follows on from each other. So that's my number one. Japan has too many mascots for its companies and cities. And then number two, add 3 reasons why you think so. So what I've done, I haven't completed it all, but here are my 3 ideas. Every city and company has one to try and stand out from other cities. Cities and companies have wasted money on design cost. Very few mascots are known outside of the local area. So those are my 3 reasons why I think Japan has too many mascots for its companies or cities. And then number 3, try to add some examples and details to support each of your reasons. So for example, in number 1 from here, taken down there, every city and company has one to try and stand out from other cities. So my examples and details, in Japan these mascots are called Yuru-chan, a name given by illustrator Jun Miura. In October 2014, there were over 3,000 registered characters, and the general guidelines to be a mascot are, these are the way I'm thinking at the moment to explain that one particular point. Okay, and I haven't finished the other 2 and 3, but you get the general idea. Also, as I'm writing, I'm doing some research about where this information, to get this information. I don't have all the information just coming out of my head, so I'm researching on the internet about the information. And where I find this information, I'm collecting the websites here. I used Wikipedia and another couple of websites as well, just so I remember when I need to go back, and also to make sure that I'm not just copying from the internet and that I'm actually using my own words to explain things. So it's a good thing to do to take note of where your information has come from as you are writing. Okay, so your homework this week is very simple. Please complete the PDF file that you've downloaded from Manaba about your opinion essay, the brainstorming, the basic outline, etc., and submit it back to Manaba. The deadline for when that needs to be submitted will be decided by your teacher, so please check with your teacher, or you can just check on Manaba and the assignment will have the date due. If you have any questions about anything, please contact your teacher as early as possible. And it sort of ties into the same thing. If you try to contact your teacher the night before or the morning of class about your homework, this is never a good idea. So you're quite it's quite likely that your teacher has other things to do the night before or the morning of, so they will not be able to answer your questions. So please make sure you do your homework early enough that you have time to ask questions if you need to. Okay, thank you and good luck.